So I just did a video on how surprised I was that gold jumped up in just one day. Well, let's see. What did it jump up? I'm just going to do 5 day, okay? I guess that was the opening of the stock market. This is yesterday. Well, this morning. Okay, this is yesterday. So basically, so yesterday was 21.95, and then at closing it was 29. That's what I remember, 29.96. And then right now, well, I don't know why it's saying that for, because it's let me see. Okay, so it's up $20 since yesterday. So almost a percent. So I did not think it was going to go up a percent, down a percent. Interesting, right? Up a percent, down a percent. Yeah, I see these are up slightly. Up, 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 up. Now, very quickly, I just want to say this before I forget. I think platinum is going to go higher than palladium soon. It's I can't even believe that platinum is down this low. You know that platinum is like one of the hardest metals. I don't know if it's the hardest metal, but it's one of the hardest metals, or it's the hardest precious metal. It has so many uses, but it has to be artificially, and they pull out so little of it. There's not as much less of it in the Earth's crust. It's just the whole thing is kind of bananas when it comes to platinum. I could definitely see platinum one day go into double gold again or triple gold, at least for a short time, because when they need it, and so this is not a platinum video, but I just saw it. It's up $11, and I wanted to make that statement. Okay, back to gold. So support, right? What's the support now? Has the support changed, right? So most of you probably know what support is. Support is the price that it is very unlikely for the price of that. I was going to say item, could be a stock price. Stock prices have supports. Precious metal prices have. Right now we're talking about precious metals. What's the support for gold? Well, I'm going to say the support for gold is probably about is 2100, maybe 2150. Well, let's look at it, right? You really need to look at it in context and over a significant amount of time. So let's look at gold. This is, what is this, one day? Yeah, this is one day, 24 hours. 5 days. You can't tell support by 5 days. You can't tell support by 1 month. You can't tell support by 3 months. You can't tell support by 6 months. You can't tell support by a year. I mean, this is, put it like this, the 1 year chart of gold, it's like, yeah, you can say this is a support and this is a support. You can say that, but really just by looking at that, you're guessing. Looking at at the year to date, the 1 year, same thing, right? Is this the support? Is this the new support? Is this a support? Because right here we're at, let's say 1900-ish, and then here we're at 2000, right? Okay. So you could kind of see two support. You see two supports here. Let's put it like that. On the 1 year chart, you see two supports. Well, and possibly a third support, right? You see the let's put it here. We're looking for the average. Let's say 1900, and this is more. So we'll say 2000. So we'll say it here. This supports 2000, and here. Now you're talking about within a, and here this could be the new support, right? Which I just said. I just said 2150, right? I said 2100, which is really, it's on the way up. You see 2100 is here. So that's why I changed it to 2150, which is here. So that's what I think the new support is, 2150. But now, do, do you know how mind-blowing that is? To see three supports in a 1 year chart. I just want that to sink in for a second before I go to the 5 year chart. And then I'm going to go to the all-time chart. We see three supports in a 1 year chart. 1900, 2000, and this is a potential support, but I'm just going to call it a support at 2150. I don't see it going below. I mean, remember, in supports it can go. Here's a dip. 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 So there's a bunch of there's dips in supports. So, you know, can it drop down to 1900? There would have to be something geopolitical that goes on for that to drop down to 1900. Sustained at 1900 or 1800, there would have to be something geopolitical that happens for that to happen. I don't see it happen. Gold. Precious metals are used for things now. This isn't just a store of wealth. They're commodities. They're needed. Everything we have and use has precious metals in it. So no, I can't see it. And the populations, like I said, unless something serious happened in the world globally, then no, it can't. It can't go down. It goes up. Okay, so let's go to the 5 year. Okay, all right, we're at 20. It just hit. Look, it just went up. This is. I didn't realize it was live. 20. It just went 22.22. The all two. There it goes. 22.222. 22.220. Okay, so we're at 22.200. I'm calling 2150 as the support, and then prior to prior to today, as of yesterday, it was 2000 was the support. Prior to October last year, 2000, well, 1900 was the support. Excuse me. In 2023, 2000 was the support. 2020 March of 2023. Before, it's funny, right? How it seems like spring comes, and I guess the energy, and then all of a sudden, right? Because it's March. 22, 1800. Okay, so now if you called 1800 the support here, how long did this go on? March, April, 3 months. See, that's why this could come back down to 2100 to 2150, because it's just too early to tell. Good chance it's not. There's too much volatility going on, and too much geopolitical stuff going on for me to see it come back down to 2100. I think it's more likely for gold to go to 2300 than 2150. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. Of course, there could be little dips, but I'm just saying over like the course of a year or two, I don't see it happening. And I see it hitting 2300 by the end of the year, but for sure. Okay, political stuff. Okay, so this is very low. This would have been a great time to buy at 1600 in 2022. Great time. It's basically the same price as. So if you thought the support was 1800, well, not really. See, even at 18, it's dipping up and down. The support between 2020 in 2023, for those 3 years, 2020, 2023, the support would have been somewhere around here, 1700. So even though it went up to, it went up to $2,000 at one point here and here, right? We're not talking about 2023. We're talking about this time period. But it's still there, very, very short period. So it's a good time to sell. And if you kept, you're up, right? If you kept, even if you bought at the high of 2020 and 2023, you're still golden at 1950. You're talking about 2020. You're talking about almost $300, so $250. You're talking about 10% gain in 3 years. If inflation is only supposed to be 2% a year and you did 10%, and that's at the high. If you bought at 1650 in 22, what is that? It's not 50. It's like what, 30%? Forget about it. I bought at 19. I bought here. I wish I would have bought here, but I'm glad I bought before here. So the support here again, we're not gonna count the 2-3 month increases. The support here would have been around $1,800, right? So we got 18. So the support stood for 1,800 for 3 years, then 1,900, then 2,000. And you see how the supports got shorter and shorter. So what does that mean? If the supports get shorter and shorter as it goes up, when I click on all, and then I go and I bring it back into like the past 20 years, you're going to see a shoot up line, right? If the support was 20 years, then you're not going to see the shoot up line, right? So the support was like, I'm going to say $200 or so, $150, 1980 to 2005 ish, 85 to 2005, right? So you're going to see a long line from 80 to 2005. That has its own support for 20 years, let's call it. And then you're going to see shorter supports, which basically means an increase, right? So let's look at that. Support, boom. Support, boom. 1980, 2005. All right, let's bring it in. Where's the... Here's one support in the 70s, 1980, 85. With this, yes, with the blips. You got the blips and you got the valleys. Peaks and valleys. You got your peaks and you got your valleys. But basically the support is what? I said 200. 350. Support's 350. I remember I bought it at 300. Your support's 350. You could even call it 400 if you want. See, that's 400 is not the support. How do you know? I'm not going to call it support. Sorry. Because these are valleys, right? Valley, peak, peak, peak. So it's somewhere in between there. Okay. No, somewhere below there. I'm sorry. The support is below the ups and downs. That's the support. I'm sorry. It supports the price. So I said 350, so that's right. That's a valley. This is a valley. Okay, so the support is 350-ish between, I'll go over here. Yeah. 1980 and 2005. 25 years. The implications of what that means for 25 years, having a support for gold at $350, peaks and valleys, is that it lulled society to sleep. Do you understand? Right? It's a generation. 25 years is a generation. It lulled society to sleep. Why are you going to buy gold? It goes up to 400, it comes down to 300, 400, 300. Why are you going to buy it for? Why are you going to, $300 in the 80s, that was a paycheck. and then you hold, and then what? Then 20 years later, it's still worth 300, 350. Why would you do that for? No one buys anything today to sell for the same price 20 years from now, because inflation just destroyed you. But inflation was probably very low or very even between 1980 and 2005. But like I was saying before, from 2005 to present, straight straight line. I don't have a. I don't know. Can I do it? I don't know. What happens if I press? Oh no. Oh, you can move it around. That's pretty cool. There would be a line going right here. There probably is a way of candlesticks and what's this? Oh, I'm not gonna start messing around with this. Oh, I could go create indicators. Oh man. And listen, if you like this type of content, leave a thumbs up. A lot of I watch a lot of people out there who make YouTube videos. I'm not gonna knock them, but this is real life experience. I've been buying gold since 2005 at $350. Silver since about I remember buying silver about 10, 15 years ago. The silver dollars, walking liberties from the early 20th century. So gold, you know, um, Michael Jordan cars. I had Michael Jordan rookies. I sold them when they were pretty high. LeBron James rookies. I mean, a lot of stuff. This is real life experience. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm a regular Joe. I'm a regular Jess, just like you guys are. But I just happen to have done a lot of investing, opened up a lot of businesses, and now I have a YouTube channel, and you're going to see a lot of volatility over the course between now and 2025. You're going to see a lot of volatility. And if you like these videos, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a member. These are the types of videos I have to put up instantly because it might not be relevant a week from now. It might not be relevant tomorrow. But I do the coin roll hunting, and those are scheduled videos. They're very interesting, and I do talk about things in my coin roll hunts. Those are scheduled, so if you're a member, you get to watch the coin roll hunts and the errors and all of that. But as far as current events, financing, as far as precious metals, stocks, and things of that nature, I have to put up the videos right away. And if you like that type of content, again, please leave a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's see. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on this, and I'm going to continue to put videos up. As long as there's, um, as long as it's wanted, then I'll put it up. If not, then I'll move on to something else. But this is what I look at on a daily basis, regardless if I make a video or not, because I have an investment in it, a stake in the in the fluctuation of price. 2224.3. Right? How about silver? Just before I end. Um, Yeah, so gold is really up. So you see silver is there's a lag. There's a lag between, I mean, gold is just flying up and silver is just like hanging around, like the slow turtle, you know what I mean? But that's a buying opportunity. That's a buying opportunity. Same thing with platinum. I mean, platinum's what? $100, which is significant. You're talking about 9%, $100 over what it was. I mean, we could look at platinum real quick. I'll do another video on platinum. Yeah, you see? Yeah, platinum's been $900 for how long? Okay, I mean, 2016. So platinum's gonna have a breakout day. I'm telling you, platinum has not even. This is probably still a buying time for platinum. $900 is a buy for platinum. All right, I'm gonna end there. I'll start going nuts on this stuff. And remember, not investment advice or anything like that. Just a guy who's talking about his personal experiences. All right, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.